everybody, Cobra here. Let's get misty. I want to get right into this Necromancer. We'll try to keep this short and sweet. I haven't had a lot of time to do a whole bunch of videos between working for the holidays and some health issues with the family, but we're still here and we're still going and plan on going even harder at the first of the year. So without further ado, let's get into this. What I start out with on the helmet here is disobedience, because I know a lot of people have the Shaco and want to use it, and this is kind of the only way that I found for it to work. Now it works, but it doesn't work as well, unfortunately, with this character. If you got it though and you want to use it, you can throw it on with this. Disobedience is kind of a big skill. It adds a lot to your defense when you start pumping up and getting going. It's hard to lose that, but luckily the Shaco gives you the 20% damage reduction, which recovers some of it, but not all of it. On the armor, we're definitely going to go with Explosive Mist. Now, you can feel free to flop these between the armor, the helmet, and the pants as you see fit, but these are some skills that you really need. The Explosive Mist is going to get us our cooldown. We need that cooldown. We need to be popping it all the time, and it's going to be one of the main skills in our arsenal after we gather everybody up, because it will be releasing our corpse explosion and everything else. Gloves, Howl from Below, no substitute, easy item to get. You should get it low level, but that's when the build starts actually working, once you get this item. You'll be constantly upgrading them throughout your journey. What's very important, I like the corpse skill attack speed, the lucky hit chance. The chance to fear isn't as good as the chance to stun. Fear is okay, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. Sometimes they'll run away. You want them just to kind of be right there in the blight. Pants. Definitely going to go with the 5% bone barrier. This skill is game-changing. This right here will basically double your health. You'll be able to take more, and you will not get one-shotted by an enemy that's 50 levels higher than you. Once you start going, it makes you into a tank. Again, no substitute on that. I would definitely throw maximum life anywhere that you can, and any kind of damage reduction. And of course, you got to try to go for the +4 the corpse explosion on the pants. I go with +4 decrepify on the helmet, but the pants are more important. Boots. Unstoppable. You get faster. Every time you hit that blood mist, you're going to be unstoppable. Now, since we have the other skill on also with this variant, we'll be able to go super fast on our blood mist, zoom through everything, get our corpses down where we want to go, and kind of control the room a little bit better. You can swap it out for other ones, but I feel this is best in slot. Going with the amulet. Have to go blight it. There's nothing else that you can really put on there. You get the 1.5% multiplier for putting it on your amulet. That's one thing that really jumps out with this character. We can't really use two-handed. I've done some experiments. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But blighted on there gives you 60% more damage. I know it takes time to tick. This character isn't instant like some of the others, but it's a really good character. Now on the rings, here's where we get into the two-handed thing. I've tried the two-handed weapon like Season 0, which gave you an advantage versus a boss, and I really don't feel it any longer. So I had my thing swapped around a little bit. On the ring, I would put the Desecrate Ground Blood Mist one that's on the weapon here. I would put it on the ring. We'll get to that in a minute. And I would put this skill, your Ultimate Shadow, on your wand. Because that wand just brings so much lucky hit, and everything kind of works with the lucky hit with your corpse explosion and everything, and just makes it really come together. I've tried the two-handed weapon. It's not worth it. You lose your cooldown, you lose your lucky hit, and I felt it was worse. But I would put the blood-soaked skill on my ring, because you will lose that skill. And there's a ring that you get from Varshan, Sacrilegious Soul. You're going to want to replace that and put that on, because you're getting a lot of nifty bonuses from that. And I believe it is best in slot for pushing. But we're going to move over Blood Soaked, and we're going to swap it with Ultimate Shadow between our ring and our weapon, if you want to set this up correctly. That way you can just take the ring off, put the unique ring on, and keep on running. Finally, on our offhand, we are going to definitely go with Decay. Anything that make our Shadow Blight do more damage, because through the skills we've swapped it over to do Shadow Blight damage. So anything that we can get with a multiplier is going to throw us through the roof. So we want everything that we can to that extent. And with the gloves, it's going to give us reach. You can still play this without the gloves, but the gloves gives us reach. It throws our Shadow Blight out away from us. It homes in. It chases down targets. That's something that we really want, and that's a great quality of life. So we'll get up into the dungeon. I'll show you kind of the rotation and what you should be doing with enemies 50 plus levels higher than you. We'll just pop up a tier 100, and we'll get right into it. We have a level 96 Sarkos Cavern. All the 100s that I had negative to shadow damage. That's not really great, and a backstabber hooked to that. It's kind of a double whammy for you, but we're going to do the 96. That's 50 levels over. The one thing that I really like to do when I start off is I like to pop my bone barrier. It gives me a second to feel out the room, see what's going on, drop a body or two, so that way I can control the room. What you should do is tap the Decrepify on them, and that will give you cooldown on all your skills once you use them. Come in, tap the Decrepify. I walked in, they attacked me. So we'll tap it up here. We'll do it normally. We go in with our mist. We drop a body at the end. We pop it. We get our shield. We pull them together. And we already have mist back up. So we transition right into the next group. And as you see, the clear speed is very nice. Now, the one thing that you really have to do between this that I lack on sometimes is hit that Decrepify. You hit the Decrepify down, and as you see, my cooldowns will drop rather quickly. Put the barrier up, you get the instant shield, and you get the extra health. You basically double your health with that from the barrier and the fortify that it's giving you. Like I said, one thing I don't do well enough is drop my Decrepify. I've been playing a lot of different characters, and the buttons kind of get ingrained in your head. So we're just going to dodge through. We're going to hit our mist to be able to take a potion freely, which that's something that it does also. We'll dive through them. We'll get our barrier up. Make sure that we Decrepify, Decrepify, Decrepify. And then we'll go straight into our blood mist and basically take out the whole room. This character is an awesome character. We're going to keep this video short, but that's the basic gameplay of it. You have to kind of work your buttons all the way through. You have to keep your mist up. If you don't Decrepify, you're going to mess up your cooldowns. So it's a little bit on skill dependent, but it's a very strong build, and if you do mess up, you can recover from it. The build can do almost anything. One thing I like to do is transfer it over to the minion build with the ring, if you're going to do some straight bossing or Uber Lilith or anything like that, because unfortunately, you have to wait 10 ticks before the damage comes into effect. And Uber Lilith just moves too fast and cancels the damage off her for this character to really succeed at killing her at the rate that you need to kill her without making it a galactic challenge. But I hope you enjoyed everything. We'll get some more videos going here within the next couple weeks. We'll get back on it. We'll get more out than ever. I got a couple other games that I want to show you. And thank you for everything. I appreciate all the views. I appreciate you watching and just giving me a piece of your time. Until next time, stay safe out there. Hey, thanks for sticking around. It means a lot. Here's another video. Don't forget to hit that like, ring that bell, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and be safe out there.
Hey, I got something to say. I'm just so sick of hearing everyone complain. I know it's tough and I know there's pain, but Hitting bottom is the only way to change.